Have you ever noticed that the smartest person in the room is almost never the one leading it? We are taught from grade school that academic excellence translates directly to professional success. The logic is simple. Get the best grades, master the material, and you rise to the top. But in the real world, high intelligence doesn't just fail to guarantee social dominance. It often creates specific mental barriers that actively hinder it. A historic study by the Carnegie Institute investigated the exact factors that create financial and professional achievement among engineers. This chart shows the result. A mere 15. Google conducted an internal study to find the traits shared by their most successful employees. The top performers weren't the best coders or the highest IQ engineers. They were the people who excelled at 7 specific soft skills, including empathy and effective communication. Raw technical intelligence is merely the baseline entry fee to a career. It is not the metric that wins the game. Consider a highly intelligent academic or engineer who enters the workforce with elite technical competence. They often watch with frustration as less qualified but more charismatic peers surpass them in promotions, dating, and social status. This ceiling isn't the result of unfair office politics. It's the result of an intelligent person failing to understand the mechanics of the human operating system. To fix the problem, we have to look at what happens inside a smart brain the moment it enters a social setting. Because the brain is built for logic, it erroneously attempts to process casual human conversation like an algorithm or a math equation. Shakespeare's Cassius was described as a man who thinks too much, a trait that made him dangerous and socially isolated. For the intelligent overthinker, the fear of making a mistake is debilitating. They wait for the perfect thing to say, which creates a pattern of awkward pauses and analysis paralysis. This internal pressure to be right triggers a fight or flight response. Adrenaline floods the system, turning a simple greeting into a perceived threat. Their greatest asset, that analytical processor, becomes an active liability, turning their own intelligence into a tool for self-sabotage. Charismatic people operate on an entirely different mental frequency in these same settings. The intelligent person often stays silent because they refuse to speak until they have 100% competence on the subject. The charismatic person operates on confidence. They are willing to speak and act even when their information is imperfect or incomplete. In a room full of uncertain overthinkers, this willingness to project certainty acts as a gravitational center. Human beings do not inherently follow the most accurate person in the room. They follow the person who appears most sure of where they are going. The mechanical difference between these two groups comes down to the direction of their mental focus. Anxious, smart people operate with an inward focus. They spend their processing power obsessing over their own image and how they are being perceived. Charismatic people practice an outward focus. They direct their attention entirely toward the people around them. This leverages a drive identified by psychologist John Dewey, who argued that the deepest urge in human nature is the desire to feel important. Charisma is not a magic gift. It is the act of inverting your attention away from your own insecurities and onto the desires of others. This skill is known as the WOOF factor, winning others over. It is a learnable behavior, not a genetic trait. The first software update requires dropping the ego. The intelligent person must stop advertising their own intellect and instead focus on making others feel understood. You can apply this through a rule called communication, translating every interaction into the other person's terms. By intentionally starting sentences with the word you instead of I, you force your analytical brain into that necessary outward focus state. True influence requires the vulnerability to let others shine, rather than trying to maintain a flawless, intimidating facade. You can see the entire cognitive shift in the way a person enters a room. The uncharismatic entry is the "here I am" mentality. It is inward focused and inherently demands their validation. The charismatic entry is the "there you are" mentality. It is outward focused and grants validation. Stop trying to solve human beings like they are math equations. When you silence the internal algorithm and master the human operating system, the smartest person in the room can finally become the most powerful.